What is happening, YouTube? You are listening to Immortal Coil, your future minister of whiskey mysticism. Revolution is my name. And when the spin gets weird, the truth becomes savage. I am sick to death of Google trying to tell me that I do not like Star Trek. This is not the case. I love Star Trek so much that I am willing to point a Darth Vader finger of scorn at them. Because what they are doing is showing lower deck stories, and then when I try to say I am not interested in them, they go, "Oh, you don't like TNG? You don't like original Star Trek?" No, I don't like the new bullshit. Let me show you a couple of examples. Like most people, in times of boredom or during trips to the potty, I will look through my Google News stories. Here is an article from Screen Rant, a sometimes okay website, entitled "Star Trek Reveals the Fate of Riker's TNG Rival." Now we all remember Commander Shelby from The Best of Both Worlds.
Halt. Commander, you and I need to have a conversation.
You never ordered me not to discuss this with the captain.
You disagree with me, fine. You need to take it to the captain, fine. Through me. You do an end run around me again, I'll snap you back so hard you'll think you're a first-year cadet again.
Shelby was introduced as a contender for the #1 position, assuming that Riker would take the assignment with the USS Melbourne. Instead, Jean-Luc was abducted by the Borg, made into Locutus, and then Shelby was promoted to commander under William T. Riker. At some point, Star Trek Lower Decks decided to dig back into this tale. Well, I have no interest in watching Lower Decks. When I try to let Google know that, it pops up this thing that says, "Not interested in the story? No, I'm not. Not interested in Star Trek The Next Generation? Whoa, 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 that's not what I said, Google." Next, I had an article from Giant Freaking Robot pop up. Picard Season 3 is happening, our scoop confirmed. There's grumpy old man Jean-Luc in the Kelvin universe just grumpying it up. When it says, "A few months ago we will exclusively," and I don't care anything about Android Picard. I don't care anything about what J.J. Abrams or Alex Kurtzman have dreamed up for this magnanimous actor. And when I try to let Google know that, not interested in the story, not interested in Jean-Luc Picard, and don't show stories from Giant Freaking Robot, I can't even tell you that. Here we have another one from Screen Rant. Star Trek recycles Riker's TNG doppelganger, and it's brilliant. We all remember Thomas Riker, the most famous transporter accident being ever created. We also remember his refined phaser artwork. And we remember how he cranked down Deanna in the martial arts dojo. Thomas Riker has had several returns to Star Trek, but again, we have the second byline, "Star Trek Lower Decks solved the problem," and I'm just like, no, they didn't, because that is an idiot show. I try to let Google know this, and I'm not interested in the story, but not interested in Star Trek The Next Generation? No, Google. This is the second time from Screen Rant that I'm trying to tell you I am not interested in Star Trek Lower Decks. But now you're telling me I don't like Star Trek The Next Generation? Oh, it gets better. Once again from Screen Rant, and I do believe we see a pattern here. Star Trek just remade a classic TOS Tribbles episode, but even weirder. Now, I think every Star Trek franchise has had at least a mention of a Tribble or an attempt at recreating the Trouble with Tribbles. The best one being Trials and Tribulations of DS9. Cisco goes back in time. They get all involved in the bar fight and all that stuff. We learn Dax gets damp in the basement for Spock. We also have another advertisement for the latest episode of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 2. And I'm like, So I click the little notification thing to let Google know. It says, not interested in the story? You're not interested in Star Trek, the original series? Whoa, 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 whoa. Full reverse there, Google. That is not what I said. And I only had 4 examples, but just for shits and giggles, right before I was making this video, I decided to pull it back up, and I saw this article from Den of Geek. It says, Star Trek canon wants justice for Tasha Yar. We remember Tasha Yar was taken from us prematurely by Aramis, the most insane Metamucil black printer ink monster ever created. In real world reasons, because Denise Crosby did not feel like her character was being done justice, so they had to figure out a way to kill her. She did come back, of course, several times, probably best in Yesterday's Enterprise, which allowed her to create the character of Sela, which has tormented the crew of the Enterprise on several occasions. However, the secondary headline once again reads, Lower Decks just got some sweet revenge on Aramis. No. Not interested in the story, but not interested in Tasha Yar? Alright, I think I've made my case here. In order to keep on bombarding us with unasked for content, they tie the meta tags into older franchises. Bad Reboot and Alex Kurtzman are trying to tie into our memories of the shows that we love. And they say, hey, remember when this happened?
Yeah, remember Alex? Remember? Hey, remember Ghostbusters? Oh, I remember Slimy?
Yeah, well, check it out, because we're doing more shit with it over here. Except the shit that you're doing with it is actual shit. Now, all of this is interesting to me. I would like to suggest the next time that you are looking through your news feed, check to see what sort of metadata they're attempting to tie the unwanted article to. My name is Immortal Coil. Like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know what you want to see covered on future editions of Savage Spirituality. Until then, my friends, stay savage.
It's